The air is heavy with the scent of earth and history as you step into a chamber untouched for thousands of years. Your flashlight catches the glint of gold, the shimmer of ancient artifacts, and the faint etchings of a language long forgotten. This isn't just a discovery, it's a portal to another time, a moment where the past reaches out to us through the treasures it left behind. Today, we're uncovering 20 of these extraordinary relics, each one a testament to the brilliance, creativity, and mysteries of ancient civilizations. From the grandeur of lost cities to the intricate beauty of artifacts crafted by hands that shaped history, these treasures aren't just objects, they're stories. Stories of empires that rose and fell, of cultures that thrived and vanished, and of secrets that have waited centuries to be revealed. Why do these treasures hold such power over us? What can they teach us about who we are and where we came from? Together, we'll explore these questions as we journey through time, starting with a treasure that lies deep within the sands of Egypt. Are you ready to uncover the first piece of this ancient puzzle? Let's begin. Beneath the waves of the Mediterranean Sea, where sunlight filters through the blue-green depths, lies a city that time forgot. Heracleion, once a bustling hub of trade and culture, now rests silently beneath the water, its secrets preserved for over 1,000 years. Discovered in the year 2000, this sunken marvel has revealed treasures that tell the story of a city at the crossroads of ancient civilizations. Imagine towering statues of gods and pharaohs, their faces still bearing the marks of craftsmanship, standing guard over temples that once echoed with the prayers of priests. Fragments of daily life coins, jewelry, and pottery are scattered across the seabed, offering glimpses into the lives of those who walked these streets long ago. But how did such a thriving city end up submerged? Scientists believe a combination of natural disasters, earthquakes, rising sea levels, and soil erosion slowly pulled Heracleion beneath the waves. Yet, this watery grave has become a time capsule, protecting the city's treasures from the wear and tear of centuries. The artifacts recovered here are not just relics, they're windows into the past. Gold coins and inscriptions reveal the city's role as a vital trading port, connecting ancient Egypt to the wider Mediterranean world. Temples dedicated to gods like Ammon and Osiris hint at the spiritual life of its people, while statues of rulers remind us of the power and ambition that once thrived here. What makes Heracleion so extraordinary isn't just its preservation, it's the way it bridges the gap between myth and reality. Ancient texts mention this city as a place of legend, a gateway to the divine. Now, thanks to modern archaeology, we can see it as it truly was, a vibrant center of commerce, culture, and faith. As we leave the waters of Heracleion, let's carry its story with us, a reminder of how even the mightiest cities can fall, yet their legacies endure. Now, our journey takes us to the peaks of the Andes, where another ancient treasure awaits discovery. High in the mist-shrouded peaks of the Andes Mountains, where the air is thin and the sky feels close enough to touch, the Muisca civilization once thrived. Known as master goldsmiths, their creations were not just objects of beauty but profound expressions of their spiritual beliefs. Among their most extraordinary works is the legendary sun disk, a shimmering masterpiece of gold that captures the essence of their connection to the divine and the natural world. This intricate artifact, often described as a radiant circle adorned with delicate patterns, was more than just decoration. It was a sacred symbol, a bridge between the earthly and the celestial. The Muisca people believed that gold was the sweat of the sun, a precious gift from the gods. Their gold-working techniques were nothing short of revolutionary, showcasing a level of skill and artistry that has fascinated archaeologists for centuries. The sun disk, in particular, stands as a testament to their ingenuity. Made using a process called lost wax casting, The discs' intricate designs reflect not only their technical prowess, but also their deep reverence for the cosmos. Each curve and line seems to tell a story, weaving together themes of creation, balance, and the eternal cycle of life. But the sun disk's significance goes beyond its craftsmanship. It played a central role in the Muisca's most sacred rituals, including the legendary ceremony of El Dorado. Contrary to popular belief, El Dorado wasn't a city of gold, it was a ritual. During this ceremony, the Muisca leader, covered in gold dust, would offer treasures like the sun disk to the gods by casting them into the waters of Lake Guatavita. This act symbolized the leader's unity with the divine and the community's collective hopes for prosperity and harmony. What can the sun disk teach us about the Muisca civilization? It reveals a people deeply attuned to their environment, whose art and spirituality were inseparable. The disk's radiant design mirrors the sun's life-giving energy, while its placement in rituals underscores the Muisca's belief in the interconnectedness of all things. For them, gold wasn't a measure of wealth but a medium for communicating with the sacred. As we leave the Andes and the legacy of the Muisca behind, our journey takes us to a vastly different landscape, the arid deserts of Iraq. Here, buried beneath the sands, lies a treasure from one of the world's earliest civilizations, Mesopotamia. What secrets does this ancient land hold? Let's uncover the next chapter in our exploration of history's hidden treasures. Beneath the sun-baked plains of southern Iraq, where the Tigris and Euphrates rivers once nourished the cradle of civilization, lies the ancient city of Ur. Here, in this once thriving metropolis, archaeologists unearthed a discovery that would rewrite our understanding of early human history: the royal tombs of Ur. Dating back to 2600 BC, these burial chambers are more than just resting places for Sumerian royalty. They are time capsules brimming with treasures that speak of wealth, power, and the profound rituals of a society that shaped the course of human culture. Step inside one of these tombs and you'll find yourself surrounded by dazzling artifacts, gleaming gold headdresses adorned with intricate designs, necklaces of lapis lazuli and carnelian, and ceremonial daggers crafted with unparalleled skill. Each piece tells a story of a civilization that prized beauty and craftsmanship. But it's not just the opulence that captivates, it's the sense of purpose behind these objects. Sumerian royalty believed in an afterlife where they would continue to rule, and their tombs were stocked with everything they might need: food, drink, weapons, and even musical instruments to entertain them in the world beyond. Among the most striking finds is the Great Death Pit, a grim yet fascinating discovery that adds a layer of mystery to these tombs. Here, archaeologists uncovered the remains of dozens of individuals, likely servants or courtiers, who were buried alongside their rulers. This practice, known as human sacrifice, suggests a society deeply rooted in ritual and belief. For the Sumerians, death was not an end but a transition, and those who accompanied their leaders into the afterlife were seen as part of a sacred duty. What do these tombs reveal about Sumerian society? The sheer scale of wealth and the complexity of burial rituals point to a highly stratified culture where power was concentrated in the hands of a few. The presence of musical instruments, such as the famous lyres adorned with bull heads, hints at a society that valued art and performance as much as war and governance. Meanwhile, the use of precious materials like lapis lazuli, sourced from as far away as Afghanistan, shows the reach of Sumerian trade networks and their ability to connect distant regions. But perhaps the most enduring legacy of the royal tombs is what they tell us about humanity's universal quest for meaning. The Sumerians, like so many ancient cultures, sought to understand life, death, and their place in the cosmos. Their tombs are not just monuments to kings and queens, they are reflections of a people who dared to imagine a world beyond the one they knew. As we leave the sands of behind, our journey takes us across the globe to the heart of ancient China, where another treasure lies hidden beneath the earth. What secrets does this mysterious land hold? Let's continue our exploration and uncover the next chapter in the story of history's hidden treasures. Deep within the fertile plains of central China, hidden beneath layers of earth for over 2 millennia, lies an army unlike any other. Not one made of flesh and blood, but of clay, thousands of life-sized soldiers, each one meticulously crafted to stand guard for eternity. This is the Terracotta Army of Qin Shi Huang, China's first emperor, a discovery that has captivated the world since its unearthing in 1974. Imagine the moment when farmers digging a well stumbled upon fragments of a clay figure, unaware they had just uncovered one of the greatest archaeological treasures in history. The scale of the Terracotta Army is staggering. Over 8,000 soldiers, each with a unique face, stand in battle formation alongside horses and chariots, ready to defend their emperor in the afterlife. But it's not just their numbers that amaze, it's the artistry. Every detail, from the intricately carved armor to the individualized facial expressions, reflects the skill and dedication of the Qin dynasty's craftsmen. These weren't mere statues, they were symbols of power, protection, and the emperor's unyielding belief in his divine right to rule even beyond death. Why did Qin Shi Huang go to such extraordinary lengths to create this army? The answer lies in ancient Chinese beliefs about the afterlife. For the emperor, the Terracotta Army was more than a monument, it was a practical necessity. He believed that in death, he would continue to reign over an empire, and he needed loyal soldiers to safeguard his journey and maintain his authority. This idea of an eternal kingdom reflects not only Qin Shi Huang's ambition, but also the broader cultural emphasis on honor, duty, and the continuity of power. But the Terracotta Army reveals more than just one man's obsession with immortality. It offers a glimpse into the organization and ingenuity of the Qin dynasty. The production of these figures required an unprecedented level of coordination, with workshops employing thousands of artisans to create and assemble the statues. The use of standardized parts like interchangeable arms and legs combined with individualized faces showcases a remarkable blend of efficiency and creativity. This was a society capable of monumental achievements, driven by a vision that extended far beyond the present. What can we learn from this incredible discovery? The Terracotta Army is a testament to the lengths humans will go to preserve their legacy, to ensure their stories endure long after they're gone. It's a reminder of the power of belief, the complexity of ancient societies, and the enduring allure of the unknown. As we leave the plains of China, our journey takes us to the dense jungles of Cambodia, where another ancient treasure lies hidden, waiting to share its secrets. Nestled deep within the lush, tangled jungles of Cambodia, where the air hums with the sounds of wildlife and the earth is carpeted in emerald green, lies a city that was lost to history for centuries. Mahendra Parvata, once a flourishing center of the Khmer Empire, now reveals its secrets through the eyes of modern technology. Discovered using advanced laser scanning techniques known as LiDAR, this ancient city has emerged from the shadows, offering a glimpse into a civilization that mastered the art of urban planning and architecture long before the modern world could imagine such feats. What makes Mahendra Parvata so remarkable is its scale and sophistication. Temples rise from the jungle floor, their intricate carvings still visible despite centuries of neglect. Reservoirs and canals, once the lifeblood of the city, hint at a society that understood the importance of water management in a challenging environment. The city's layout, with its grid-like streets and carefully planned districts, speaks to a level of organization that rivals even some modern cities. This wasn't just a settlement, it was a masterpiece of engineering and design, a testament to the ingenuity of the Khmer people. But why did such a thriving city fall into obscurity? The answer is as complex as the city itself. Scholars believe a combination of environmental changes, political shifts, and possibly even overpopulation led to Mahendra Parvata's decline. As the Khmer Empire's focus shifted to the construction of Angkor Wat, this once great city was gradually reclaimed by the jungle, its history buried beneath layers of vegetation and time. The connection between Mahendra Parvata and Angkor Wat is particularly fascinating. While Angkor Wat is often celebrated as the pinnacle of Khmer architecture, Mahendra Parvata provides a crucial piece of the puzzle. It shows us that the brilliance of Angkor Wat didn't emerge in isolation. It was built on the foundations of earlier achievements. Mahendra Parvata was a testing ground, a place where the Khmer people honed their skills and developed the techniques that would later define their empire. What can we learn from this lost city? It reminds us that even the greatest civilizations are shaped by trial and error, by the ability to adapt and innovate. The Khmer people's mastery of architecture and urban planning wasn't just about creating beautiful structures. It was about solving problems, about finding ways to thrive in a challenging environment. Mahendra Parvata is a story of resilience, creativity, and the enduring power of human ingenuity. As we leave the jungles of Cambodia behind, our journey takes us to the sun-drenched shores of the Mediterranean, where another ancient treasure awaits. What mysteries lie beneath the waves of this storied sea? Let's dive in and uncover the next chapter in our exploration of history's hidden gems. Off the rugged coast of the Greek island of Antikythera, beneath the shimmering waves of the Aegean Sea, lies a discovery that has baffled historians and scientists for over a century. In the year 1901, sponge divers stumbled upon a shipwreck, its cargo scattered across the ocean floor. Among the treasures recovered was a corroded, fragmented object no larger than a shoebox. At first glance, it seemed unremarkable, but closer inspection revealed something extraordinary, a complex system of gears, dials, and inscriptions. This was the Antikythera Mechanism, a device so advanced that it has been called the world's first computer. Dating back to around 100 BC, the Antikythera Mechanism was designed to predict astronomical events with astonishing precision. Its intricate gears could calculate the positions of the sun, moon, and planets, as well as predict eclipses and even track the cycles of the ancient Olympic Games. The level of sophistication is staggering, especially when you consider that this device predates similar technology by over 1,000 years. How did the ancient Greeks, without the tools or knowledge we have today, create something so advanced? The answer lies in their deep fascination with the cosmos. Ancient Greek philosophers and scientists like Hipparchus and Archimedes laid the groundwork for understanding the heavens, and the Antikythera Mechanism reflects their groundbreaking ideas. It wasn't just a tool, it was a symbol of their quest to unravel the mysteries of the universe. The device's precision demonstrates a mastery of mathematics, astronomy, and engineering that challenges our assumptions about the limits of ancient technology. What makes the Antikythera Mechanism even more remarkable is its craftsmanship. Each gear, each inscription, was meticulously designed to function as part of a larger whole. Some experts believe it may have been used by scholars or even as a teaching tool, helping to explain the movements of celestial bodies to students. Others suggest it had a more practical purpose, such as guiding sailors or planning agricultural activities based on the seasons. So, what does this ancient computer tell us about the Greeks? It reveals a society that valued curiosity, innovation, and the pursuit of knowledge. The Antikythera Mechanism wasn't just a technological marvel. It was a reflection of their worldview, a belief that the universe operated according to predictable laws that could be understood and harnessed. It's a reminder that the ancient world was far more interconnected and intellectually vibrant than we often imagine. As we leave the shores of Greece, our journey now takes us across the Atlantic to the dense rainforests of Central America. Here, among the remnants of the Maya civilization, another treasure awaits, one that offers a glimpse into a culture that also looked to the stars for answers. What secrets lie hidden in the heart of the jungle? Let's find out. Deep within the heart of the ancient Maya city of Palenque, hidden beneath the Temple of the Inscriptions, lies a discovery that has captivated archaeologists and historians alike, the tomb of King Pakal. Ruling during the 7th century, Pakal is remembered as one of the most influential leaders of the Maya civilization, and his resting place is a testament to his legacy. Among the treasures found within his tomb, one object stands out: a breathtaking jade mask, crafted with such precision and care that it feels almost alive. Jade held a sacred place in Maya culture, revered not just for its beauty but for its spiritual significance. To the Maya, jade was more than a precious stone. It symbolized life, fertility, and the eternal connection between the living and the divine. The mask, made of over 200 pieces of jade meticulously fitted together, was designed to ensure Pakal's safe passage into the afterlife. Its serene expression reflects the Maya belief in the continuity of the soul, a reminder that death was not an end but a transformation. But the mask is more than a spiritual artifact. It's a masterpiece of Maya artistry. Each piece of jade was carefully shaped and polished, then arranged to create a lifelike representation of the king. The precision required for such work speaks to the skill and dedication of Maya craftsmen, who used simple tools to achieve extraordinary results. The mask also incorporates other materials such as shells and obsidian, adding depth and contrast to its design. This blending of elements reflects the Maya's ability to harmonize different aspects of their world, from the natural to the supernatural. What does this mask tell us about King Pakal and his reign? It reveals a ruler deeply connected to the spiritual and cultural traditions of his people. Pakal's tomb, with its intricate carvings and rich offerings, suggests a leader who saw himself as a bridge between the earthly and the divine. The mask placed over his face in death was a final statement of his authority and his role as a guardian of Maya traditions. Yet, the mask also raises questions about the broader Maya civilization. How did they acquire such vast quantities of jade, a material not native to their region? The answer lies in their extensive trade networks, which connected them to distant lands and allowed them to obtain valuable resources. This exchange of goods and ideas was a hallmark of Maya society, contributing to their artistic and cultural achievements. As we leave the jungles of Palenque and the legacy of King Pakal behind, our journey now takes us to the sun-scorched deserts of Egypt. Here, beneath the golden sands, lies a treasure from the age of the pharaohs, a relic that speaks of power, ambition, and the enduring allure of the ancient world. What secrets does this land of pyramids and sphinxes hold? Let's uncover the next chapter in our exploration of history's hidden treasures. Beneath the golden sands of Egypt's Valley of the Kings, where the sun beats down relentlessly and the air carries whispers of ancient gods, lies a tomb that changed our understanding of history forever. In the year 1922, British archaeologist Howard Carter made a discovery that would captivate the world: the Tomb of Tutankhamun. Unlike the grand pyramids of earlier pharaohs, Tutankhamun's burial chamber was modest in size but unparalleled in its riches. When Carter first peered inside, he famously described seeing wonderful things, gold glinting in the dim light, statues of gods standing guard, and a treasure trove of artifacts that seemed almost too dazzling to be real. Tutankhamun, often called the Boy King, ascended to the throne at just 9 years old and ruled for a mere decade before his untimely death. Despite his short reign, his tomb offers a staggering glimpse into the wealth and spiritual beliefs of ancient Egypt. The most iconic find is undoubtedly the Golden Death Mask, a masterpiece of artistry and craftsmanship. Made of solid gold and inlaid with precious stones, the mask immortalizes the young pharaoh's face, capturing his serene expression and symbolizing his divine status. For the ancient Egyptians, such treasures weren't just ornamental. They were essential for ensuring the king's safe passage to the afterlife. But the tomb's significance goes beyond its glittering treasures. Each artifact tells a story about ancient Egyptian beliefs and practices. Canopic jars, intricately carved to hold the pharaoh's organs, reflect their reverence for the body's preservation. Statues of gods like Anubis, the jackal-headed guardian of the dead, reveal their deep spiritual connections. Even everyday items like chairs, chariots, and board games were carefully placed in the tomb, suggesting that the afterlife was seen as a continuation of earthly life. Tutankhamun's burial was a meticulously planned journey, designed to equip him with everything he would need for eternity. What makes this discovery even more remarkable is how it reshaped our understanding of ancient Egypt. Unlike many royal tombs, Tutankhamun's burial chamber had escaped the attention of grave robbers, leaving its contents largely intact. This allowed archaeologists to study not just the grandeur of the artifacts, but also the intricate details of their construction. The tomb revealed the technical skill of ancient Egyptian artisans, from the precision of their metalwork to the vibrant colors of their paintings. Yet, the tomb also raises questions about Tutankhamun's life and legacy. Why was his reign so brief? Some scholars suggest illness or injury, while others point to political turmoil during a time when Egypt was transitioning back to traditional beliefs after the radical reforms of his predecessor, Akhenaten. The treasures buried with him offer clues, but they also leave us wondering about the untold stories of his reign. As we step away from the sands of Egypt, our journey now takes us across the ocean to the rugged mountains of Peru. Here, high in the Andes, lies a treasure from a civilization known for its ingenuity and resilience, the Inca. What secrets does this ancient culture hold, and how do they compare to the wonders we've already uncovered? Let's continue our exploration and find out. High in the misty peaks of the Andes, where the air is thin and the clouds seem to brush against the mountains, lies a city that defies imagination. Machu Picchu, the lost city of the Incas, clings to the cliffs like a stone crown, its terraces and temples blending seamlessly with the rugged landscape. For centuries, it remained hidden from the world, shrouded in mystery and legend, until its rediscovery in 1911 by American explorer Hiram Bingham. Today, it stands as one of the most iconic archaeological sites on Earth, a breathtaking testament to the ingenuity and vision of the Inca Empire. What makes Machu Picchu so extraordinary isn't just its beauty, it's the sheer brilliance of its construction. The city's stonework is a marvel of precision, with massive blocks fitting together so tightly that not even a blade of grass can slip between them. No mortar was used, yet the structures have withstood centuries of earthquakes and erosion. The Incas were masters of their environment, using advanced engineering techniques to create terraces that stabilized the steep slopes and allowed for agriculture in an otherwise inhospitable terrain. These terraces weren't just practical, they were a harmonious extension of the landscape, reflecting the Incas' deep respect for nature. But Machu Picchu wasn't just a feat of engineering, it was a place of profound spiritual significance. The city's layout aligns with celestial events such as the solstices, suggesting it may have served as an astronomical observatory or a sacred retreat for Inca rulers. Temples dedicated to Inti, the sun god, and Pachamama, the earth mother, highlight the spiritual core of Inca life. The Intihuatana, or hitching post of the sun, is a particularly intriguing feature, a carved stone believed to have been used in rituals to tie the sun to the earth during the winter solstice. For the Incas, Machu Picchu was more than a city. It was a bridge between the earthly and the divine. So, why was this magnificent city abandoned? The answer lies in the collapse of the Inca Empire. When Spanish conquistadors arrived in the 16th century, they brought disease, warfare, and upheaval. The Incas' vast network of cities and roads fell into disarray, and Machu Picchu was gradually reclaimed by the jungle. Its remote location spared it from the destruction that befell other Inca sites, preserving it as a time capsule of their civilization. What can Machu Picchu teach us about the Inca people? It reveals a society that valued harmony with nature, spiritual connection, and meticulous craftsmanship. The city's enduring beauty reminds us of the Incas' ability to adapt to their environment and create something timeless. As we leave the heights of Machu Picchu behind, our journey now takes us to the sun-drenched deserts of the Middle East, where another ancient treasure awaits. What secrets does the land of ancient Persia hold? Let's uncover the next chapter in our exploration of history's hidden wonders. In the heart of the British Museum, encased in glass and illuminated by soft light, rests a humble clay cylinder no larger than a loaf of bread. Yet, this unassuming object holds a profound message, one that has echoed through the ages. Known as the Cyrus cylinder, this ancient artifact from Persia is often hailed as the world's first charter of human rights. Discovered in Babylon in 1879, the cylinder dates back to the 6th century BCE and bears the words of Cyrus the Great, a ruler whose vision of governance was centuries ahead of its time. The inscriptions on the cylinder tell a story of conquest, but not in the way you might expect. When Cyrus the Great captured Babylon in 539 BCE, he didn't impose his own culture or beliefs on the conquered people. Instead, he declared their freedom to worship their gods, to return to their homelands, and to live without fear of oppression. This act of tolerance and justice was revolutionary for its time, and the cylinder serves as a tangible record of Cyrus's enlightened leadership. But what makes this artifact so significant? It's not just the words themselves, but the principles they embody. The Cyrus cylinder reflects a philosophy of governance that values diversity, respects individual rights, and seeks to unify rather than divide. These ideas were radical in an era when empires often ruled through force and suppression. Cyrus's approach laid the groundwork for a more inclusive model of leadership, one that would influence later civilizations from the Greeks to the Romans and beyond. The cylinder's legacy extends far beyond ancient Persia. Its themes resonate with modern concepts of human rights and social justice, making it a symbol of hope and progress. Scholars have drawn parallels between the cylinder's message and documents like the United Nations Universal Declaration of Human Rights, highlighting its enduring relevance. It's a reminder that the values of fairness and compassion are timeless, transcending cultures and centuries. What can we learn from the Cyrus cylinder today? It challenges us to reflect on what true leadership looks like, leadership that prioritizes the well-being of people over the pursuit of power. Cyrus the Great's vision wasn't just about building an empire, it was about creating a legacy of respect and harmony. As we leave the world of ancient Persia behind, our journey now takes us to the shores of the Mediterranean, where the grandeur of ancient Rome awaits. What treasures lie hidden in the ruins of this mighty empire? Let's find out. Imagine a library frozen in time, its shelves lined with scrolls that have remained untouched for nearly 2,000 years. This is the Villa of the Papyri, a sprawling Roman estate buried under layers of ash and pumice during the catastrophic eruption of Mount Vesuvius in 79 CE. Located near the ancient city of Heracleion, this villa wasn't just a home, it was a sanctuary of art, philosophy, and knowledge, offering a rare window into the intellectual life of ancient Rome. The villa's luxurious design reflects the tastes of its owner, Lucius Calpurnius Piso, a wealthy aristocrat and father-in-law to Julius Caesar. Walking through its rediscovered halls, one can almost hear the echoes of lively debates and the rustle of parchment as scholars and thinkers gathered to discuss philosophy, poetry, and the mysteries of the universe. The villa's library, one of the most significant discoveries of its kind, contained hundreds of scrolls, many of which were carbonized by the heat of the eruption. While this initially seemed like a loss, modern technology has allowed researchers to unroll these scrolls virtually, revealing texts that were thought to be lost forever. But it's not just the scrolls that make this villa extraordinary. The walls were adorned with frescoes depicting mythological scenes, their colors still vivid after centuries underground. Statues of gods, philosophers, and athletes line the gardens and courtyards, each one a masterpiece of Roman artistry. These sculptures weren't mere decorations, they were expressions of the villa owner's intellect and sophistication, showcasing his appreciation for both beauty and wisdom. What do these artifacts tell us about Roman culture? The Villa of the Papyri reveals a society that valued learning and the arts as much as conquest and power. The presence of Greek texts in the library highlights the Romans' deep respect for Greek philosophy and their desire to integrate it into their own intellectual traditions. This blending of cultures was a hallmark of Roman society, shaping everything from their literature to their architecture. Yet, the villa also raises intriguing questions. Why were so many scrolls left behind during the eruption? Some scholars suggest the villa's owner may have been away at the time, while others believe the sheer speed of the disaster left no time to save these precious texts. Either way, the villa's burial preserved a snapshot of Roman life, capturing a moment of opulence and intellectual pursuit that might otherwise have been lost to history. As we leave the shadow of Vesuvius and the treasures of the Villa of the Papyri, our journey now takes us across the Atlantic to the vibrant heart of ancient Mexico. Here, amidst the remnants of the Aztec Empire, lies another treasure waiting to be uncovered, a relic of a civilization that thrived in the shadow of towering pyramids and sacred temples. What secrets does this ancient culture hold? Let's continue our exploration. In the bustling heart of modern Mexico City, beneath the shadows of towering skyscrapers and the hum of urban life, lies a portal to an ancient world, the Templo Mayor. Once the spiritual and political heart of the Aztec capital, Tenochtitlan, this monumental temple stood as a testament to the power and devotion of one of Mesoamerica's most formidable civilizations. Rediscovered by accident in the 1970s during construction work, the Templo Mayor has since revealed a treasure trove of artifacts that illuminate the rich, complex world of the Aztecs. Step into this sacred space, and you'll find yourself surrounded by the echoes of a civilization that saw the divine in every aspect of life. The temple's architecture is a marvel in itself, a towering pyramid with twin shrines dedicated to two of the Aztecs' most important deities, Huitzilopochtli, the god of war and the sun, and Tlaloc, the god of rain and agriculture. This dual dedication reflects the Aztecs' understanding of balance between life and death, war and sustenance, sky and earth. But it's not just the structure that captivates, it's the offerings buried within. Archaeologists have uncovered thousands of artifacts, from intricately carved stone sculptures to delicate jewelry made of gold and jade. Each object tells a story, not just of craftsmanship, but of deep spiritual belief. Among the most striking discoveries are the remains of ritual sacrifices. The Aztecs believed that the gods required blood to sustain the universe, and the Templo Mayor was the stage for these sacred acts. Human sacrifices, often prisoners of war, were offered to Huitzilopochtli to ensure the sun's daily rise, while offerings to Tlaloc sought to bring rain and fertility to the land. These rituals, though startling to modern sensibilities, were central to the Aztec worldview, a way of maintaining cosmic order and ensuring the survival of their people. But the Templo Mayor wasn't just a place of worship, it was also a symbol of Aztec power. Built at the center of Tenochtitlan, it served as a constant reminder of the empire's strength and its divine mandate to rule. The temple's grandeur was meant to inspire awe, not just among the Aztecs but also among their enemies and allies. Its strategic location, surrounded by canals and causeways, made it the focal point of the city's political and religious life, a place where the earthly and the divine intertwined. What can we learn from the Templo Mayor today? It offers a glimpse into a civilization that saw no separation between the sacred and the everyday. For the Aztecs, religion wasn't confined to temples or rituals. It was woven into the fabric of their existence, shaping everything from agriculture to warfare. The artifacts and remains found here challenge us to understand a world vastly different from our own, one that saw humanity as an integral part of a larger cosmic order. As we leave the vibrant heart of ancient Tenochtitlan, our journey now takes us to the windswept deserts of Jordan, where another ancient treasure lies hidden. Here, carved into rose-red cliffs, the Nabateans created a city that would become a crossroads of cultures and a marvel of engineering. What secrets does this desert jewel hold? Let's uncover the next chapter in our exploration of history's hidden wonders. Rising from the sun-scorched cliffs of southern Jordan, where the desert sands meet towering rock formations, lies a sight that seems almost otherworldly. The Treasury of Petra, with its intricate facade carved directly into the rose-red sandstone, stands as a testament to the ingenuity and ambition of the Nabateans. This ancient civilization, once masters of trade and engineering, transformed a harsh desert landscape into a thriving hub of commerce and culture. The treasury, or Al-Khosne as it's known locally, is more than just a stunning piece of architecture. It's a window into a society that bridged the gap between East and West, connecting distant worlds through their vast trade networks. The sheer scale of the treasury is breathtaking. Standing over 130 feet tall, its facade is adorned with intricate carvings of gods, goddesses, and mythical creatures, each detail a reflection of Nabatean artistry and belief. But how did this marvel come to be? The Nabateans, known for their skill in harnessing scarce water resources, used their expertise to carve entire cities into the rock, creating a metropolis that flourished in the heart of the desert. The treasury, believed to have been built in the 1st century CE, likely served as a tomb or ceremonial site for a Nabatean king, though its exact purpose remains shrouded in mystery. What makes the treasury so remarkable is not just its beauty but its role in the Nabatean story as master traders. Situated at the crossroads of ancient trade routes, Petra became a vital link between the Mediterranean, Arabia, and the Far East. Caravans laden with spices, silk, and incense passed through its gates, bringing wealth and cultural exchange to the city. The Nabateans' ability to thrive in such an unforgiving environment speaks to their resourcefulness and adaptability, qualities that allowed them to build an empire in the desert. The treasury's design also reveals the Nabateans' ability to blend influences from different cultures. Greek, Egyptian, and Mesopotamian elements can be seen in its columns, pediments, and statues, reflecting the diverse connections the Nabateans forged through trade. This fusion of styles wasn't just decorative, it was a statement of their cosmopolitan identity, a people who embraced the world beyond their borders. Yet the treasury holds deeper secrets. Beneath its grand facade lies a network of chambers and passageways, some still unexplored. Archaeologists believe these spaces may hold clues to the Nabatean spiritual practices and their connections to the divine. For a civilization that depended on the harsh desert for survival, religion and ritual were central to their way of life, offering a way to seek favor from the gods and ensure prosperity. As we leave the rose-red cliffs of Petra behind, our journey now takes us across the vast expanse of the Pacific Ocean. Here, on the remote island of Rapa Nui, another ancient treasure awaits a testament to a civilization that carved its legacy in stone. What mysteries do the towering Moai statues hold, and what can they teach us about the people who created them? Let's continue our exploration of history's hidden wonders. On a remote island in the vast expanse of the Pacific Ocean, where the waves crash against volcanic shores and the wind whispers through grassy hills, stand silent sentinels of a bygone era. The Moai statues of Easter Island, known locally as Rapa Nui, are among the most iconic and enigmatic treasures of the ancient world. Carved from volcanic rock between the 13th and 16th centuries, these towering figures gaze inland with solemn expressions, their presence a haunting reminder of a civilization that thrived in isolation for centuries. But who created these massive statues, and what drove them to undertake such an extraordinary feat? The Moai are more than just stone sculptures. They are a profound expression of the Rapa Nui people's spiritual and cultural identity. Each statue, some weighing up to 80 tons and standing over 30 feet tall, represents an ancestor believed to hold protective powers over the community. The Rapa Nui saw their ancestors as intermediaries between the living and the divine, and the Moai were a way to honor and connect with them. Positioned on ceremonial platforms called ahu, the statues faced inland, watching over the villages and ensuring the well-being of their descendants. It was a deeply spiritual act, one that required immense effort and dedication. But how did a society with limited resources and tools manage to carve and transport these colossal figures? The answer lies in their ingenuity and teamwork. The Moai were carved from a volcanic quarry called Rono Raraku, where hundreds of partially completed statues still lie frozen in time. Using stone tools made of basalt, the Rapa Nui sculptors chiseled the figures directly from the rock, then transported them across the island, a journey that could span miles. While the exact methods remain debated, many believe the statues were walked upright using a combination of ropes, levers, and sheer manpower, a technique that required precise coordination and skill. Yet, the story of the Moai is also one of challenges and resilience. Over time, the Rapa Nui faced environmental pressures, including deforestation and soil depletion, which strained their ability to sustain their society. Some scholars suggest that the construction of the Moai may have contributed to these issues, as the demand for resources grew alongside their ambition. The eventual decline of the Moai building tradition reflects broader changes in Rapa Nui society as they adapted to survive in a changing world. What can these statues teach us about the Rapa Nui people? They reveal a society deeply rooted in tradition and spirituality, one that valued community and connection to their ancestors. The Moai are a testament to human creativity and determination, a reminder that even in isolation, cultures can achieve extraordinary things. Yet, they also serve as a cautionary tale about the balance between ambition and sustainability, a lesson that resonates even today. As we leave the windswept shores of Easter Island, our journey now takes us to the fertile plains of ancient India, where another treasure awaits. Here, in the heart of the Indus Valley civilization, lies a relic of one of the world's earliest urban societies. What secrets does this ancient culture hold, and how does its legacy compare to the wonders we've already uncovered? Let's continue our exploration. Nestled within the ruins of Mohenjo-Daro, one of the largest cities of the ancient Indus Valley civilization, lies a structure that has puzzled and fascinated archaeologists for decades, the Great Bath. Built around 4,500 years ago, this meticulously designed pool is one of the earliest known examples of sophisticated urban planning and water management. Measuring approximately 12 meters long, 7 meters wide, and nearly 3 meters deep, the Great Bath is a marvel of engineering, constructed with layers of tightly fitted bricks and sealed with a natural tar to prevent water leakage. But it wasn't just a feat of construction, it was a place of profound cultural and spiritual significance. The Great Bath's design suggests it was used for ritual purification, a practice deeply rooted in the spiritual life of the Indus Valley people. Surrounded by a series of rooms and corridors, the bath may have served as a communal space for ceremonies, where water played a central role in cleansing both the body and the soul. This focus on ritual cleanliness reflects a society that valued order, balance, and connection to the divine. For the people of Mohenjo-Daro, the Great Bath wasn't just a practical structure, it was a sacred space, a physical representation of their beliefs and values. What sets the Great Bath apart is the level of thought and planning that went into its creation. The city of Mohenjo-Daro itself was a masterpiece of urban design, with a grid-like layout, advanced drainage systems, and public wells that ensured access to clean water for its inhabitants. The Great Bath, situated at the heart of the city, underscores the importance of water management in a civilization that thrived in a region prone to seasonal flooding. The bath's drainage system, which allowed for easy maintenance and water flow, demonstrates an understanding of engineering principles that would not be matched for centuries. Beyond its practical and spiritual functions, the Great Bath offers a glimpse into the social structure of Mohenjo-Daro. The fact that such a grand and carefully maintained structure existed suggests a highly organized society with centralized authority, capable of coordinating large-scale projects. It also hints at a shared cultural identity, where communal rituals and public spaces played a vital role in bringing people together. The bath's enduring presence in the city's center speaks to its importance as a unifying symbol, a place where the community could gather and reaffirm their connection to one another and to their gods. So, what does the Great Bath tell us about the Indus Valley civilization? It reveals a society that valued both practicality and spirituality, one that sought to harmonize the needs of the physical world with the demands of the divine. The bath's existence challenges our assumptions about ancient cultures, showing that even 5,000 years ago, humans were capable of remarkable innovation and planning. As we leave the ancient streets of Mohenjo-Daro behind, our journey now takes us to the rugged mountains of Turkey, where another treasure from the ancient world awaits, a glimpse into the Hittite civilization and their enduring legacy. Standing tall amidst the rugged hills of central Turkey, the Lion Gate of Hattusa looms as a silent guardian of a once mighty empire. Carved from massive blocks of stone, this monumental entrance to the ancient Hittite capital is more than just an architectural marvel. It's a symbol of power, artistry, and the indomitable spirit of a civilization that stood toe-to-toe with the giants of the ancient world. Flanked by two imposing lion sculptures, their eyes fixed on the horizon as if forever on watch, the gate evokes a sense of awe and reverence. But these lions are more than mere decorations. They are a declaration of the Hittite strength, a warning to enemies and a welcome to allies. The Hittite Empire, which flourished between the 17th and 12th centuries BCE, was one of the great powers of the ancient Near East. At its height, it rivaled Egypt and Assyria in influence, controlling vast territories and forging alliances through diplomacy and military might. Hattusa, the empire's capital, was the beating heart of this civilization, a city of grand temples, fortified walls, and bustling markets. The Lion Gate, as the main entrance to this sprawling metropolis, was both a practical and symbolic structure. Its massive stone blocks and intricate carvings demonstrate the Hittites' mastery of engineering, while the lions themselves reflect their cultural sophistication and reverence for the divine. So, what do the Lion Gate and Hattusa reveal about the Hittites? First, they highlight the empire's strategic brilliance. The city's location, nestled in a highland valley, provided natural defenses against invaders, while its walls and gates, like the Lion Gate, served as both fortifications and statements of power. The lions, with their fierce expressions and commanding presence, were likely intended to intimidate would-be attackers, embodying the Hittites' reputation as formidable warriors. But the gate also speaks to the Hittites' artistic and spiritual achievements. The lions, carved with remarkable detail, are not just symbols of strength but also guardians of sacred space. In Hittite mythology, lions were often associated with deities and served as protectors of the divine realm. By placing these creatures at the entrance to their capital, the Hittites may have been invoking the gods' protection and asserting their connection to the sacred. The city of Hattusa itself offers further insights into the Hittite way of life. Its temples, palaces, and archives filled with thousands of clay tablets inscribed in cuneiform reveal a society that valued law, administration, and the written word. These tablets, some of which contain treaties with other powers like Egypt, show the Hittites as skilled diplomats who understood the importance of alliances and cooperation. The famous Treaty of Kadesh, for example, is one of the earliest known peace agreements in history, a testament to their ability to navigate the complex politics of the ancient world. What makes the Hittite Empire so remarkable is its ability to balance military prowess with cultural and intellectual achievement. They were not just conquerors but also innovators, leaving behind a legacy that continues to fascinate historians and archaeologists. The Lion Gate, with its silent, watchful lions, stands as a lasting reminder of their greatness, a symbol of a civilization that once shaped the course of history. As we leave the ancient streets of Hattusa behind, our journey now takes us to the sun-drenched deserts of Sudan, where another treasure awaits. Here, in the heart of the Kingdom of Kush, lies a relic of a civilization that rose to prominence in the shadow of ancient Egypt. What secrets does this land of pyramids and pharaohs hold? Let's uncover the next chapter in our exploration of history's hidden wonders. In the sun-drenched deserts of northern Sudan, where the Nile winds its way through golden sands, the pyramids of Meroe rise like silent sentinels of a forgotten kingdom. Though smaller and steeper than the iconic pyramids of Egypt, these structures are no less impressive. Built as tombs for the kings and queens of the Kingdom of Kush, they stand as a testament to a civilization that not only thrived in the shadow of its northern neighbor, but also carved out its own unique identity. The pyramids, with their distinct shapes and intricate carvings, tell a story of cultural exchange, artistic innovation, and a society that dared to dream big. The Kingdom of Kush, which flourished between the 8th century BCE and the 4th century CE, was a powerhouse in its own right. Known for its wealth in gold, iron, and trade, Kush developed a vibrant culture that blended Egyptian influences with its own traditions. The Pyramids of Meroe, located in the heart of the Kushite capital, are a striking example of this fusion. While their design borrows from Egyptian architecture, the steep angles and smaller scale reflect the Kushites' unique approach. These pyramids weren't just imitations, they were statements of independence, a way for Kush to assert its identity while honoring its connections to Egypt. But what do these pyramids reveal about Kushite society? For one, they highlight the importance of royalty and the afterlife. Each pyramid served as a burial chamber for a Kushite ruler, adorned with carvings and inscriptions that depicted their achievements, divine connections, and hopes for the journey beyond. The tombs were filled with treasures, jewelry, weapons, and pottery, meant to accompany the deceased into the next world. This practice, while similar to Egyptian customs, also carried distinctly Kushite elements, such as the depiction of the queen as a co-ruler and equal partner in governance. The pyramids also offer insights into the Kushites' relationship with Egypt. While they admired and adopted certain aspects of Egyptian culture, they were far from mere imitators. The Kushite rulers, known as the Black Pharaohs, even conquered Egypt at one point, ruling as the 25th dynasty. This period, often referred to as the Nubian Renaissance, saw a blending of Kushite and Egyptian art, religion, and governance. Yet, even as they embraced Egyptian traditions, the Kushites maintained their own identity, as seen in the unique design of their pyramids and the prominence of their queens. So, what can we learn from the pyramids of Meroe? They remind us that greatness isn't always measured by size. The Kushites, though overshadowed by Egypt in popular imagination, created a legacy that was both deeply connected to their neighbors and distinctly their own. Their pyramids are more than just tombs, they are symbols of resilience, creativity, and the enduring power of cultural identity. As we leave the sands of Sudan behind, our journey now takes us across the Mediterranean to the sunlit islands of Greece. Here, amidst the remnants of the Minoan civilization, lies another treasure waiting to be uncovered. What secrets does this ancient culture hold, and how does its legacy compare to the wonders we've already explored? Let's continue our journey and find out. Emerging from the rugged hills of Crete, where the Mediterranean sun bathes the land in golden light, stands the Palace of Knossos, a sprawling, labyrinthine complex that embodies the brilliance of the Minoan civilization. Known as the oldest city in Europe, Knossos was more than a palace. It was the beating heart of a culture that thrived over 3,000 years ago. With its vibrant frescoes, intricate architecture, and enigmatic legends, this site offers a window into a society that shaped the course of ancient history. Step inside, and you'll find yourself surrounded by the echoes of a civilization that mastered art, trade, and innovation long before the rise of classical Greece. The palace's design is nothing short of extraordinary. Its sprawling layout, with over 1,000 rooms connected by twisting corridors and grand courtyards, has led many to associate it with the myth of the Minotaur, a monstrous creature said to dwell in a labyrinth beneath the palace. While the legend may be more fiction than fact, the palace's complex structure reflects the Minoans' advanced understanding of architecture and urban planning. Multi-story buildings, sophisticated drainage systems, and light wells designed to illuminate the interior spaces reveal a society that valued both beauty and functionality. But it's the art of Knossos that truly brings this ancient world to life. The palace's walls are adorned with vibrant frescoes, their colors still vivid after millennia. Scenes of bull leaping, a daring ritual that may have been both sport and religious ceremony, showcase the Minoans' connection to nature and their reverence for the bull as a symbol of strength and divinity. Other frescoes depict graceful figures in flowing robes, their serene expressions capturing the elegance and sophistication of Minoan culture. These artworks weren't just decorative, they were a way to express identity, spirituality, and the rhythms of daily life. What do these discoveries tell us about the Minoans? They reveal a society deeply connected to the sea. As skilled sailors and traders, the Minoans established a vast network that stretched across the Mediterranean, bringing goods, ideas, and cultural influences to their island home. The palace itself, with its storerooms filled with pottery, olive oil, and wine, was a hub of economic activity, reflecting the Minoans' role as a maritime power. Their ability to navigate the challenges of the sea and build a thriving civilization is a testament to their ingenuity and adaptability. Yet, Knossos also holds mysteries that continue to intrigue scholars. The absence of fortifications suggests a society that valued peace and diplomacy, while the presence of ritual spaces hints at a deep spiritual life centered around nature and the divine. The Minoans' influence extended far beyond their island, shaping the cultures of ancient Greece and beyond. Their legacy is a reminder that even the smallest civilizations can leave an indelible mark on history. As we leave the sunlit halls of Knossos behind, our journey now takes us to the highlands of Ethiopia, where the towering obelisks of Aksum rise like sentinels of an ancient empire. What secrets do these monumental structures hold, and how do they reflect the grandeur of the Aksumite civilization? Let's uncover the next chapter in our exploration of history's hidden treasures. Rising from the highlands of northern Ethiopia, the towering obelisks of Aksum stand as silent witnesses to the grandeur of an empire that once rivaled the greatest powers of the ancient world. These massive stone monoliths, some reaching over 20 meters in height, are more than just impressive feats of engineering. They are symbols of a civilization that thrived at the crossroads of Africa and the Mediterranean. Carved from single blocks of granite, each obelisk was meticulously shaped and adorned with intricate carvings, serving as markers for royal tombs and monuments to the power of Aksum's rulers. But what makes these obelisks so remarkable isn't just their size or craftsmanship. It's the story they tell about a society that connected distant cultures and left an indelible mark on history. The Aksumite Empire, which flourished between the 1st and 7th centuries CE, was a powerhouse of trade, religion, and innovation. Situated in the Horn of Africa, Aksum controlled key trade routes that linked the Mediterranean world with the Indian Ocean, making it a hub for goods like ivory, gold, and spices. This strategic position allowed the empire to amass wealth and forge connections with distant civilizations from Rome to India. The obelisks, with their distinctive architectural style, reflect this cosmopolitan identity. Their design, featuring false doors, windows, and intricate patterns, echoes influences from both African and Mediterranean traditions, showcasing the Aksumites' ability to blend and reinterpret cultural elements into something uniquely their own. But the obelisks were more than just symbols of wealth and power. They were deeply tied to Aksumite spirituality. Many of these structures were erected as memorials for kings and queens, marking their burial sites and ensuring their legacy endured. The carvings on the obelisks often depict symbols of royal authority, such as crowns and scepters, as well as motifs tied to the Aksumite religion, which combined elements of indigenous beliefs with influences from Judaism and Christianity. This fusion of spiritual traditions highlights the empire's role as a cultural bridge, connecting the ancient world's diverse faiths and philosophies. One of the most famous obelisks, known as the Obelisk of Aksum, offers a particularly fascinating glimpse into this history. Standing over 24 meters tall, it was one of the largest single stones ever quarried and transported in antiquity. Its intricate carvings, including depictions of a multi-story building with windows and doors, suggest it may have been a stylized representation of a royal palace, a way to honor the deceased ruler's earthly achievements while guiding their spirit to the afterlife. The obelisk's sheer scale and precision reveal the Aksumites' advanced understanding of engineering and their ability to mobilize vast resources for monumental projects. What can these towering monuments teach us about the Aksumite Empire? They remind us of a civilization that valued both innovation and tradition, one that saw itself as a link between Africa and the wider world. The obelisks are not just markers of the past, they are a testament to the enduring power of human creativity and ambition. As we leave the highlands of Ethiopia behind, our journey now takes us to the dense jungles of Guatemala, where the Maya civilization left behind a treasure that continues to captivate the imagination. What secrets lie hidden beneath the canopy of the rainforest? Let's find out. Hidden beneath the dense canopy of Guatemala's rainforest, where the air hums with the sounds of wildlife and the earth is rich with history, lies the ancient city of Quirigá. Here, towering stone monuments rise like silent storytellers, their surfaces etched with intricate carvings that have endured for over a millennium. These are the stelae of Quirigá, masterpieces of Maya artistry and intellect that offer a profound glimpse into a civilization that excelled in art, science, and governance. Each stela, carved from solid blocks of sandstone, stands as a testament to the Maya's ability to blend beauty with meaning. creating monuments that were both artistic achievements and vital records of their world. The stelae of Quirigua are more than just impressive sculptures. They are windows into the Maya's complex understanding of time, power, and the divine. Standing up to 10 meters tall, these monuments are adorned with detailed hieroglyphs and vivid depictions of rulers, gods, and celestial symbols. Each carving tells a story, often commemorating significant events like the ascension of a king, a military victory, or a sacred ritual. The hieroglyphs, meticulously inscribed, provide a written record of these events, offering historians a rare opportunity to decode the political and spiritual life of the Maya. One of the most striking aspects of the stelae is their connection to the Maya calendar system. The inscriptions often include dates recorded in the long count, a sophisticated method of tracking time that allowed the Maya to measure vast spans of history and predict celestial events. This precision reflects their deep fascination with the cosmos and their belief in the cyclical nature of time. For the Maya, the stelae weren't just historical markers, they were a way to anchor their rulers' achievements within the eternal rhythm of the universe, ensuring their legacy would endure far beyond their lifetimes. But the stelae also reveal the intricate interplay between politics and spirituality in Maya society. Many of these monuments depict rulers in elaborate regalia, often accompanied by symbols of their divine authority. The Maya saw their kings as intermediaries between the earthly and the celestial, figures who could communicate with the gods and ensure the prosperity of their people. By immortalizing these rulers in stone, the stelae served as both a celebration of their power and a reminder of their sacred duty to maintain cosmic order. Among the most famous of these monuments is Stela E, the tallest known Maya stela, standing over 10 meters high. Its intricate carvings depict a ruler named Kayak Tilu Chanyopot, who reigned during Quirigua's Golden Age. The stela celebrates his victory over the powerful city of Kapon, a turning point that elevated Quirigua to regional prominence. Yet, beyond its historical significance, Stela E is a masterpiece of artistry, its detailed carvings showcasing the skill and creativity of Maya craftsmen. What can these stelae teach us about the Maya civilization? They reveal a society that valued both intellectual and artistic achievement, one that saw no separation between the practical and the spiritual. The Maya's ability to record their history with such precision and beauty challenges our assumptions about ancient cultures, showing us a people who are deeply connected to their world and its mysteries. As we leave the rainforests of Quirigua and the towering stelae behind, our journey through the hidden treasures of ancient civilizations comes to an end. Each of these 20 treasures has offered us a glimpse into the brilliance, creativity, and resilience of the human spirit. From the sunken city of Heracleion to the towering moai of Easter Island, these relics remind us that history is not just a record of the past, it's a story of who we are and what we're capable of. The treasures we've explored today are more than just artifacts. They are invitations to wonder, to learn, and to connect with the countless generations who came before us. What will future civilizations uncover about us? Only time will tell. From the sunken grandeur of Heracleion to the towering obelisks of Aksum, our journey through the hidden treasures of ancient civilizations has taken us across continents and centuries, uncovering stories that span the breadth of human history. Each of these 20 treasures, whether a glittering artifact, a monumental structure, or a sacred relic, offers a unique glimpse into the lives, beliefs, and ambitions of those who came before us. They are more than just objects, they are testaments to the extraordinary creativity, resilience, and spiritual depth of ancient cultures. What do these treasures reveal about humanity? They show us that, despite the vast differences in time, geography, and culture, people have always sought to understand their place in the world. Whether through intricate carvings, towering monuments, or sacred rituals, ancient civilizations expressed their hopes, fears, and dreams in ways that continue to resonate with us today. These treasures remind us that the human spirit is boundless, capable of creating beauty even in the harshest environments and leaving legacies that endure long after their creators are gone. But these treasures also challenge us to think differently about history. They invite us to see the ancient world not as a distant, disconnected past, but as a living, breathing part of our shared heritage. The Pyramids of Meroe, the Stelae of Quiragar, and the Terracotta Army of Qin Shi Huang are not just relics of bygone eras, they are bridges that connect us to the people who shaped the world we live in today. They teach us that history is not a static record but a dynamic conversation, one that continues to unfold with every new discovery. As we close this chapter, let's carry these stories with us, not just as fascinating tales of the past, but as inspiration for the future. The ingenuity and resilience of these ancient cultures remind us of what we are capable of, even in the face of challenges. They encourage us to look beyond the surface, to seek out the hidden treasures in our own world, and to appreciate the incredible diversity of human achievement. If you've enjoyed this journey through the hidden treasures of ancient civilizations, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. What treasure resonated with you the most? What mysteries of the ancient world would you like to explore next? Let's keep the conversation going. Until next time, keep exploring, stay curious, and remember history is full of wonders waiting to be uncovered.